The gaming industry has burst onto the mainstream in the last couple of years. What exactly is the state of the Indian gaming industry and what does the future really hold? Learn all about it from our elementary expert today. What's up everyone, my name is Kritank and welcome to another episode of Elementary Experts. Today we have with us Kabir Saxena, who's been a gamer for the last decade and is now pursuing a career in the gaming industry. So thank you so much Kabir for being with us here today.
Thank you for having me here, Kritank. I'm excited to talk to you about the Indian gaming industry and looking forward to a great conversation.
So Kabir, I'm going to start with the basic question. This is a really new concept to most people. So what exactly is the gaming industry and what all comes under it?
Yeah, so the gaming industry at its core essentially is about video games, right? On different platforms, whether it's your smartphone, your PC or laptop or a gaming console. But it also includes a bunch of other different strands. For example, apparel or merchandise, gaming events and tournaments, electronics and content. So it's a very varied industry and it's been growing at between 8 to 10% in the last couple of years and currently is valued at $159 billion. And fun fact, that actually is more than the value of the music industry and box office collections from movies worldwide combined. If you look at the highest grossing media titles across the world, whether it's a book, a movie, a television show, an album, what tops the list is actually a video game, which is GTA 5 by Rockstar Studios, and that alone has garnered $6 billion of revenue for Rockstar, which is massive.
So going a little deeper into the topic, what exactly is the difference between esports and gaming?
That's a good question, Kritank, and a lot of people ask me this actually. So the difference between gaming and esports is very much like the difference between the weekend soccer or weekend football I play with my friends and watching professional football on TV. So esports is like the professional sports of the gaming world, where professional players who play games for a living, yes, these people exist. These people compete in multiplayer games with there's money on the line. They play in large scale tournaments which thousands of players participate in. They have large viewership. For example, some of the most watched events have millions of concurrent viewers, and the prize pools can go into the tens of millions. And if you take, for example, the Fortnite World Cup, Booga, who walked away with the first prize, bagged $3 million, and he's less than the age of 20. So essentially, a teenager won $3 million playing a video game called Fortnite. Just let that sink in.
So esports and gaming is growing massively internationally. What's the current state of the Indian gaming industry and what does the future really hold?
So the Indian gaming industry is very much in its nascent stage. Like I mentioned, the global industry is worth $159 billion. India has just crossed $1 billion last year. So we account for less than 1% of the global gaming industry. However, while the global gaming industry is growing at between 8 to 10%, the growth in India has been nothing short of astronomical. We've been growing at 24% year on year. It's estimated that just in the last 6 years alone, more than $350 million have been invested into this sector by various venture capitalists, investors, big organizations, etc. Now, when it comes to the demographic breakdown of Indian gaming, it's by far dominated by mobile gaming, mobile games, with PUBG or the infamous PUBG being at the headlines. It's interesting to note that PUBG Mobile in India alone has been downloaded 175 million times. That's more than 10% of our population. The next 10 people you see in life, probably one of them has downloaded PUBG and plays it.
Those are some really mind-boggling figures. I too know of plenty of friends who are addicted to PUBG, but PUBG aside, what do you think has been the major factor in the growth of the Indian gaming industry?
So I've been watching the industry for a while now and I've been able to identify 3 key reasons. So the first reason is very cheap data prices, which has led to a massive increase in data consumption. So an average Indian pays only 3% of the global price of 1 GB of data. If an average person across the world is paying 100 rupees for 1 GB of data, an Indian is only paying 3 rupees. And that has really fueled data consumption across the country. The second reason is obviously technological advances. The fact that with technological advancement, good phones have gotten cheap and cheap phones have gotten good, which makes it a lot more viable to play games on lower end devices. In the current situation in India, you can probably buy a phone for 6 to 7,000 rupees which can play PUBG. And this has really made gaming accessible to people of almost all economic strata across the country. India is estimated to have over 850 million smartphone users by the end of 2022, which is going to be more than the population of any country apart from China. Statistics show that at least 55 to 60% of all smartphone owners also play games. Obviously, that includes games like Candy Crush, which my grandmother also plays and really enjoys. But she is a gamer. Maybe not as much as me, but she is one. And the third reason is that the key gaming demographic when it comes to age has been people under the age of 25. And we happen to have a lot of them, 600 million to be precise. And between 50 and 60% of all gamers are under that age demographic, under the age of 25. We have the youngest population in the world, and the young people love games. I'm sure we all can attest to that.
Sounds like a lot of opportunities are going to be coming up. So what, according to you, are going to be the opportunities for employment and investment in the Indian gaming industry?
Yeah, so the gaming industry provides some unique and some more traditional employment and investment opportunities. Now, looking at some unique opportunities, the first one is on the technology side, where you have product and game development, testing, coding, design, more engineering-oriented careers. Now, from an investment point of view, gaming developers tend to be incredibly highly valued in today's world, where Epic Games, which is the game developer for the popular game Fortnite, is worth a mind-boggling $17 billion, which is more than the valuation of Airtel and almost as much as Tata Consulting Services or TCS. The second opportunity lies on the creative side, when primarily content creation and streaming really dominates this space. And for those of you who don't know, content creators and streamers are essentially gamers who upload videos on YouTube or stream their gameplay live, and people watch them play video games essentially. Now, Ninja, who's one of the biggest gamers and gaming streamers in the world, in 2019 alone is estimated to have made $17 million. That's more than twice what Rohit Sharma made in that year, just for reference. And finally, the third unique opportunity that it presents is professional gaming and playing for a professional team, competing in tournaments professionally. The League of Legends and Dota 2 World Championships have a prize pool of more than $20 million, where the winning team itself takes home $10 million. And Team Solo Mid, or TSM as it's commonly called, is a gaming organization which is worth $400 million, which is just about the same as Lenskart. And of course, gaming also presents a bunch of traditional opportunities when it comes to sponsorship, advertising, sales, business development, accounts, legal, etc.
Kabir, I've been a gamer almost my entire life, and some of those facts had me even floored. So thank you so much for sharing those with us. Anything last you'd like to leave our viewers here with?
Thank you so much for having me on, Kritank. It was a pleasure. I'd just like to conclude by saying that the next time you see the kid next to you playing PUBG, who knows, maybe they could be earning twice as much as Rohit Sharma one day.
Kabir, it was really fantastic having you here today. And for our viewers, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, spread awareness of the growing gaming industry, and of course subscribe to our channel for many more such videos. For now, stay home and stay safe.